Hi students, welcome to Module 4, and if it's possible to do, I am going to make relative clauses exciting for you. So stick with me, we're going to do the welcome module, and I'll take you through all of the exercises, and it should be a lot of fun. Alright students, so let's take a look at the overview for Module 4. Our main grammar point in this unit is relative clauses, and including defining and non-defining. Relative clauses are also known as adjective clauses. So some grammar books use adjective clauses as the term, and some use relative clauses, but they modify nouns just like adjectives. So here's an example. This is a defining relative clause. The person who teaches our class was born in New York City. You need this relative clause, who teaches our class, to define or identify which person you're talking about. If you don't have this information, then you don't know which person you're referring to. Non-defining relative clause: my younger brother is an accountant, which is a very well-paying job. So this relative clause is called non-defining because it doesn't really it doesn't define what an accountant is. You already know what an accountant is. It just gives a little more information, and it's not needed. You need a comma when you use non-defining relative clauses. All right, and we're also going to talk about adjectives and how to order them. So there is an order to, if you use more than one adjective to describe a place like a city. And so we'll take a look at that too. Monday evening Zoom class. This is our agenda. We'll be working in Unit 3, Lesson A. And those are the page numbers. We'll do some breakout discussions about cities. And you'll be talking about cities that you know about and that you love. And we'll get into defining and non-defining relative clauses. We'll be working on pages 22 to 25. We'll also look at the Grammar Plus explanation of relative clauses on page 110. And then we'll also look at Grammar Plus explanations about the order of adjectives on page 111. To watch. The first one is by Jennifer, an excellent teacher. She's very careful. She speaks slowly, correctly, and she's introducing adjective clauses, which she calls them, and what our book calls relative clauses. And then Adam, he goes a little bit faster, so you might want to slow his speed down a little bit and only go to about the 6:45-minute mark. He speaks a little too long, and he gets a bit confused after that mark, after 6:45. Relative clauses need a lot of practice, so we're going to do some practice in combining sentences to make two sentences into one by using a relative clause. So the example that they give here, you have two sentences. She worked for a man. The man used to be an athlete. And so that becomes combined into one sentence by using a relative clause. She worked for a man who used to be an athlete. Who used to be an athlete is the relative clause, and who is the relative pronoun that replaces the man, the second man. So you're going to do, we have 15 sentences here. You do the same thing as the example. You have two sentences and you combine it by using a relative clause. Who is usually used for people, and that is usually used for things. And these are all defining relative clauses. So who or that. You can check your answers here. This one's a little different than the other ones. You have an answer sheet here that you can download or copy into your notebook, or take a photo of it. And then here's the actual quiz down here. So you take the quiz, but you put your answers in the answer sheet. That's important. And then you can submit it to me. You can either take a picture of it, or you can upload your file. And we're going to do a regular discussion. Let's take a look at it. It's called My Favorite City. 3 things that make a city great. Does your favorite city have those things? So you're going to give your opinion about your favorite city. So name 3 things that make a city great. Use your favorite city as examples of your choices. And then for your reply, you're going to focus on one of your classmates' ideas about what makes a city great, and add an example from your favorite city to support your classmate's idea. As always, be kind and respectful in your comments. First, you're going to write an essay that you can read in about 2 minutes, a little shorter or longer. After you write your essay, you're going to make a video where you read your essay to the camera, or you speak naturally and deliver the information that you wrote in your essay. You have to include at least 2 relative clauses in your video, and you have to include the vocabulary from Unit 3 that describes city. One recommendation: before you write your essay and deliver your video, reread the paragraph about the city of Cusco on page 21 of our student book. It's a good model. A summary, this tells you what you did. And here's a resource. It's a really good resource. It's a web page written by a woman named Sionade, and has great explanations of relative clauses. And it's from a really good website called Perfect English Grammar that gives you information about all kinds of grammar in English. Well, thanks for watching, students. I hope you enjoyed the intro to Module 4, and I hope you really liked the module. Tell me how you like it in the forum. We'll see you soon. If you have any questions, you know what to do. You can post them in the forum, or if you'd rather, send me a Canvas inbox message. All right, take care. Bye-bye.